The case of William Tyrrell, a 3-year-old boy who disappeared from his foster grandmother's home in Kendall, New South Wales, on September 12, 2014, remains one of the most heartbreaking and mysterious cases in Australia. Despite extensive investigations, public campaigns, and a $1 million reward, the fate of William remains unresolved. The incident took place when William, dressed in his Spider-Man costume, was playing in his foster grandmother's yard. Within minutes, he vanished without a trace, sparking one of Australia's largest search and investigation efforts. The disappearance of William Tyrrell. On the morning of September 12, 2014, William Tyrrell and his sister were playing hide-and-seek at their foster grandmother's home in Kendall. Around 10:30 a.m., William ran out of sight while pretending to be a tiger. His foster mother, after noticing the sudden silence, began searching the yard and nearby areas. Her immediate concern escalated quickly when she could not find him. At 10:57 a.m., she made an emergency call to report William missing. The first responders arrived within minutes, but by then, William seemed to have vanished completely. This was the beginning of an exhaustive search that involved not only the police but also volunteers, helicopters, and specialized teams. Despite the overwhelming efforts and resources, no significant leads were found during the initial days of the search. Investigations and early theories. In the early stages of the investigation, 2 mysterious cars seen near the Tyrrell residence raised suspicion. Both vehicles, a white station wagon and an older-style gray sedan, were parked on the dead-end road near the foster grandmother's house. This led to speculation that William might have been abducted, especially as the cars were unfamiliar to the neighborhood. The police also pursued several leads, including the possibility of William wandering off into the dense bushland surrounding the house. However, this theory was quickly dismissed as unlikely given the rapid and thorough search conducted by authorities in the days following his disappearance. The case took on another dimension when authorities considered the possibility of abduction by a pedophile ring. Strike Force Rosen, a task force dedicated to William's disappearance, included this disturbing scenario as part of their investigation. This line of inquiry led to the involvement of specialized crime units, but no solid evidence emerged to substantiate the theory. Public appeals and the impact on the family. In April 2015, William's foster parents made a public plea, expressing their belief that their son had been abducted. The emotional appeal was a turning point in the case, drawing national and international attention to the mysterious disappearance. The media's coverage and public awareness were crucial in keeping William's case in the spotlight. On the second anniversary of his disappearance in 2016, the New South Wales government announced a $1 million reward for information leading to William's recovery, a historic sum in Australian criminal investigations. Despite this, no substantial leads emerged, leaving the family and the public grappling with unanswered questions. In August 2017, it was publicly revealed that William was in foster care at the time of his disappearance. This disclosure, which had been legally restricted under New South Wales law, added a layer of complexity to the case. Speculation about the circumstances surrounding William's life prior to his disappearance gained traction, and scrutiny on both his biological and foster families intensified. The search continues. New leads and forensic efforts. Despite the passage of time, authorities have not given up on finding answers about William's fate. In June 2018, police launched a large-scale forensic search of the bushland around Kendall. The operation, which lasted several weeks, involved examining over 4,000 pieces of evidence and interviewing more than 700 persons of interest. However, no definitive breakthrough was achieved. A coronial inquest into William's disappearance began in March 2019, with the aim of determining whether William had wandered off or was taken by someone. Both William's biological and foster parents were called to testify, and the inquest explored a range of theories, including the possibility that William was kidnapped. The proceedings were fraught with tension, as inconsistencies in witness testimonies raised more questions than answers. By 2021, detectives shifted their focus to a specific person of interest, whose identity has remained confidential for legal reasons. This led to a renewed search near the foster grandmother's home, including digging up the garden bed beneath the balcony. The possibility that William had fallen from the balcony and died, with someone then disposing of his body, became a working theory. However, no remains were found during this search. Legal challenges and theories surrounding William's disappearance. In April 2022, William's foster mother faced charges of providing false information to the New South Wales Crime Commission. Though she was later acquitted, the legal proceedings added another layer of complexity to the case. The foster mother's involvement in the investigation raised questions about what might have happened in the critical moments before and after William's disappearance. Theories about what happened to William have continued to evolve over the years. Some investigators believe that he may have suffered a tragic accident, possibly falling from the balcony of the foster home. This theory gained momentum during the 2021 forensic search, although no conclusive evidence was found to support it. Former lead investigator Gary Jubilant, who left the police force amid allegations of misconduct, has suggested that he has a strong idea of who might be responsible for William's disappearance, but he remains uncertain about the full details. His involvement in the case continues to be a point of contention, particularly as he has publicly criticized the direction of the investigation since his departure. Other theories have pointed to abduction by an unknown individual, either as part of a larger criminal operation or as a random act. The lack of concrete evidence has made it difficult to rule out any possibilities, leaving investigators and the public grasping for answers. The toll on the community and the continuing search for answers. William Tyrrell's disappearance has left an indelible mark on the small town of Kendall and the wider Australian community. The case has highlighted the emotional toll that such tragedies can have on families, law enforcement, and the public at large. Each new lead brings with it a renewed sense of hope, but the continued lack of closure has been devastating for those who knew and loved William. As of 2023, the police remain committed to solving the case, and the search for William's remains continues. The possibility that he may never be found weighs heavily on the minds of investigators and the public alike. Despite this, the investigation remains active, with authorities reviewing all available evidence and pursuing new leads as they arise. A mystery that endures. The case of William Tyrrell is a haunting reminder of how quickly life can change and how difficult it can be to find answers in the face of such an overwhelming mystery. The tireless efforts of police, volunteers, and the community have yet to bring closure, but the search for William continues. His disappearance has left a lasting impact on Australia, and his story serves as a call to remain vigilant in the pursuit of justice for missing children. What do you think happened to William Tyrrell? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this case and other true crime stories. Stay tuned for future content.